Well, in the previous video, we noticed how we can design the shopping basket and we analyze its different elements. And now we are going to move on and see what is left to do. Here we need to have the expire date and CVD. So here on this one, we make a copy just like that. Of course, if we increase the size like this and include some more settings for it, just like that, as you can see very well, and the items that have been designed here one by one. Now what should we do? Like this. Okay, we are going to move them a bit. Okay, I am going to move this one here so that I would be able to get the exact size that I want. Okay, I zoom in here. We don't want to use the expire option. Expire date. Okay, and this one is set exactly here as CV, like this. Okay, we go back here, month, year. Look here, if I add it here, month, double M, year, double Y. Okay, as you can see, we can move it just a little bit to adjust the orientation. And finally, the CV section would have a different format. I make a copy out of this. I reduce the size just a little bit to this extent. And here, as you can see, I set it here. Alright, and now usually in the CVVS there are some options where we won't be able to see the items. So here I use the circles because they are double digits. Okay, and we suffice to this, and in fact set it over here. Okay, just like that, very well. Now here it has used the asterisk item. We can do the same, but we are going to do things a bit differently. Okay, and finally the button that we have over here on this that has been set here. So quite simply, I make a backup from this. I reduce the size just like that and set it exactly here. Okay, the corners that we have here are deleted one by one. The colors that you see, I can use this color like this. Okay, I can make it more exciting, but how? This one in fact is set here. The shadow is removed so that we can see to what extent. Very well, that's up to here, and from the top in the same order like this, we move it a little bit up and down. As you can see, it's narrowing down. We need to set this here so that the section becomes visible. Very well, we just need to change the items a bit, move them up just a little bit like that. Very well. Okay, we can draw a circle just like this. Only these elements need to be changed, and they need to be retouched very well. I don't want these, only these are okay. I am going to move them like that, and this button that we have over here, as you can see, this one is set over here, and finally I make a copy and paste from this, set it over here, and let's see what we got. What is the name of this button? Purchased. Okay, just like this. We can change the letters. Okay, purchase. All right, just like that. Purchased. Okay, we are making the exact adjustments that we need on this option. All right, again, purchase, and this one is set here at the center, just like that. Here, to be exact, what we do, as a matter of fact, is we move it a little bit, zoom out like this. Okay, very well. So this was the checkout section, and finally we get to this item. So here I make a copy out of this. Exactly, it is like this. Now the color that we had intended for it is set over here. Okay, just like that, using the dark code that is here. This one is set on this panel. Okay, and the name is changed, Air Max. Okay, just like that. 270 running, Air Max 270, and these are running shoes that are being advertised here on this particular website that we're designing. And the next item is the same, in the same fashion. These leather need to be reduced in size, and of course we need to say add to favorites. Okay, that's it. So we need to reduce the font, set it on regular. Okay, so that we will be able to have it like this. Well, we want the asterisk character here. I type asterisk, making, let's see if I can find the asterisk or a star sign we are looking for. Okay, let's see, let me type star. Okay, well, that's just it. I need to change this to, what do you think? We need to change it to this color code, and this one is saved. And now I add it to my project, just like that. I reduce the size. Okay, and here we increase the size so that it looks more exciting, and simultaneously, in fact, I set this over here so that it is set at the character. I reduce the size, and this one in the same fashion I set it at 28. I zoom in a little bit to see how it looks. Okay, I just need to move it here so that our design looks like the original image that we have and have based our work on. That has been set here is the exact model. We use the few images that we have here. I guess there was only one image that in fact looked like that. Let me see it in the images so that I can see now the one that we are looking for in fact is this image, but we can use other images as well. We don't need to use the exact same image, the image that is related to our image. So what I do is to reduce this image. I reduce it in size just a little bit, make it a smaller, okay, to make it fit into the picture better, and set it over here. And here the image is moved over here, okay, like this. If you pay attention, we have a shadow over here. We have a shadow here in our Figma projects. Using the rectangle tool, we could set up this shadow for ourselves. Now we can do it for this image as well, the same thing that we were doing for the former projects. Set this on 100, set the shadow brightness on 100 or more. I go with 100, and now the color I want to give it is like this dark blur. We want to have it like this. I set it on object blur, and here the amount section in fact is set up like this. Okay, I can have it like this with a bit of opacity, and this one I want to move it exactly to send to back. Of course, no. And this image I am going to hit send to back, send to backwards. Okay, let me see. All right, that's it. The brightness is reduced here, the number, okay, like this. That's right. We have it here. Very well. We aren't going to make it identical with the original, but we can have the same thing set up. Here I have used the rectangle tool, but we can also use this tool instead. Okay, let's see, we can draw a circle. If we have this up to here, I am going to change this to dark, set the background on object, just like that. And now this one, I can move it down a little bit. Okay, just like this. Can move it down a bit so that I can see it better. The images of the shoes that you got here, and the shadow. Okay, this one is sent to back, sent to front. The lower item is deleted. In order to avoid this, here I have done it, but let's see. But I am going to have the shadow like this. Okay, very well. And finally we deal with these numbers from here, as you can see. Well, I can make a copy from this, and this one needs to be set on this item, okay, so that it can have it like this, have contained that item like this once it's given to it. Okay, this one over here, as you can see, and finally this one is set exactly here, the number it has. Okay, and let's see if I have typed correctly. Okay, 99. Alright, that's it. And this one is set exactly here. Okay, and now one more thing we are going to do. We don't need this section. Okay, that's up to here. Now what we did here is like the design, but we are going to do something more compared to the original design. We are going to add some more options. Very well, we check the rest of the job in the next video. Okay, in the format section we saw how we can design this item. Now what I need to do is that here, by hitting this item, I am going to hide the checkout from view. That is, what I need to do is to make a copy from this item, set it over here just like that, and this section, in fact, what I do is I delete it thoroughly with the characteristics that we have here. I delete them all completely with all the features that were associated with it. No hesitation there, like this, and that's up to here. And the line is deleted as well. Okay, very well. Now we need to change these as well. These need to be set at the center, all of them. That is, this one in fact is set over here, and its place actually needs to in fact be changed like this. Very well. In case I click this item, needs to be performed, I go to prototype, I click on this, the transition is set on auto animate, and finally when I click on this item, I can have this on auto animate. We see the result. It is very simple, nothing confusing here. Very exciting design that we set up here, and noticed how each item or all of these items can be designed. So up to this point of the project, we have made the project operational and are able to use it. It is a very exciting and shapely project. Stay with me with the rest of the tutorials.